Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Welcome to the Bush League Backcountry fly-in number 56. Kill the music. There we go. Not in the bush yet. We're starting out at a paved airport. This is Cottonwood, P52. We will then depart and get ourselves firmly into the bush. We are going to be following, and we're reusing the map from Series 53 for today's, which is Series 56, out here in Arizona. So we're going to start at Cottonwood. I'm going to fly around here to try and find Big Springs Ranch, then YOLO Ranch, Ya Pimata, and Morton Air Park. And that's where we'll kind of close it out, is at Morton Air Park there. And that's kind of the idea of what we're looking at for tonight's adventure. Boozy Sheep, hello. Look at this livery, by the way, chat. Our good buddy Zach Bartig, admin of the Virtues A Flying Club, has been pumping out some fantastic liveries. He's the one that also made my M500 livery that you guys have seen in the stream before. I mean, take a look at this beauty for the Coyote 2. Got the Bush League logo. He's got my number on it. He's got the Flying Club logo on the hood there. And just this beautiful little red, white, and blue with the stars. Got the mountain scene going on the little tail here. Look at the little mountains he's got going on the tail here. That is just absolutely spectacular stuff. So if you are a member of the Virtues A Flying Club and you happen to have this Coyote, that livery is available. This livery is available to Virtues A Flying Club members that have the Coyote. So if you are interested in that, you definitely want to go and check that out. The link is in the Virtues A Flying Club liveries channel. And yeah, what a phenomenal, just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous livery. I mean, that is, look at the little mountains. It's got layers to it. Look at the little layers to it. That's freaking amazing. And the Bush League logo is a nice touch, and the Flying Club logo on the nose also a very nice touch on the front. So very nicely done. That is one for the books right there, no doubt about it. And apparently he was able to throw this all together in like 24 hours. So that high of quality of work, he did it in like 24 hours. So I mean, that's just beautiful. So I mean, doesn't get much better than that. And then we go inside, and he's got my little logo inside under the 124 Mike Trolley that he snuck in there. He's got the Bush League logo over here. He's got my Virtues A Flying Club alternate logo there. So he snuck it all in there. Oh, he's got my little thanks for coming in today. I didn't even see that before. He's got my little quote in the freaking, oh my god. I didn't even see that before. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got a little Virtues A. Look at the strut. He's got the little, the wing strut. He's got Virtues A Flying Club on both of the wing struts. I didn't see that before either. And there are so many just hidden secrets in this thing, man. Holy moly. Wow. Alright, well, Zach has once again outdone himself, chat, because that, I mean, look at that. Thanks for coming today, everybody. Oh, man. Gonna tear up a little, chat. That is damn good. Holy moly. We're gonna get ourselves now into the Downwindsim Discord here, where it's right now just me and Melvin. We're like 8 minutes away, and there's only the two of us in the Downwindsim Discord. Hopefully more people are gonna show up for the Bush League tonight. I know that I've seen a couple more on the ground. Iowa Scotsman, thanks for coming in today. Look at this beauty of a livery that Zach has pumped. Oh, look at this little livery. Anyways, look at this beauty of a livery that Zach has pumped out. That is not only available to myself, but is also available to the Virtues A Flying Club members as well. In the liveries channel, if you own this Coyote, that is just fantastic. Just beautiful inside and out. So this is that Rand's S6S Coyote 2. It is available on Microsoft Flight Sim in the marketplace. This is the Bush version of this. Showing up as an air... Well, yeah, that's the only problem with Microsoft Flight Sim, is that the the CSL the model matching is just not there. It's just not there. So again, if you look at my title, Rand's S6S Coyote 2 is going to be the aircraft that we are looking at right now. You can even see Rand's Coyote 2. So again, if you want to look at my title,
yeah, but
should give it away.
I'm in front of you, and I'm not showing up as an Airbus, so I wonder what's going on.
Because I have my default as the Caravan, that's why.
Yeah, but I have my default as a twin Cessna.
Oh, well, that's
weird. Airliner, twin engines, Sabo.
Is there a Coyote one? I have no idea. In theory, there must be if there's a Coyote 2.
Hey, Brett.
Maybe because it says airliner, generic airliner, twin engines.
Alright, let me turn the volume on to the sim so you can hear we got some other aircraft already surrounding us, getting ready for the Bush League. You're going to hear a briefing shortly, chat, in the Downwindsim Discord. So again, this is the Downwindsim Discord where we do the monthly Bush League Backcountry fly-in. This is the 56th month of the Bush League Backcountry fly-in series. That's pretty impressive. All the information about the Bush League Backcountry flying can be found at the Downwindsim website, so www.downwindsim.com. It's actually, this is the first one I've been able to attend in a while because it almost always happens that I'm either working or busy on Monday nights or working super early on a Tuesday morning and not able to stay awake for them on Monday nights. So it's been a while since I've been able to participate in one of these, but I'm glad I am able to participate in this one tonight. And I am looking forward to flying around some of the dirt strips in Arizona with some of my buddies here. So again, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're just waiting for the briefing that goes down in about 5 to 10 minutes. So in the meantime, we get to enjoy this absolutely stunning livery, courtesy of ZachB. Again, if you're a Flying Club member, this livery is in the Liveries channel. It is available to Virtue Say Flying Club members. If you happen to have the Coyote, of course. I think the Coyote was only... I don't remember how much I paid for this now on the MSFS. I think it was like 20 bucks on Microsoft Flight Sim Marketplace. It might have been less than that. I can't remember if it was $15 or $20. But you get a couple different variants. You get this Bush one with tires. You get a couple of like tricycle gear, couple of tricycle gear versions of it, instead of it being a tail dragger. Obviously tail dragger for the Bush makes the most sense, and yeah, it's not bad at all. It's not super popular, but it is good. I have flown it around a few times. We're gonna really put the test to it tonight. The Bush League event tonight is really gonna be where it gets it's a nice full test. So we're going to go ahead and actually, before the briefing, we'll go ahead and get it started up. I do need to remember to flip the fuel tank on. I forgot that in past times, and I was wondering, I was like, why wouldn't it start? Because you got to turn the freaking fuel tank on. So we've got the GPS. There is autopilot too, apparently. I think the autopilot literally is just like a maintain straight and level. So you have to kind of like steer it where you want it, and then you can turn the autopilot on, and then it just maintains straight and level. But we'll experiment with. I haven't even touched that yet, so we'll experiment with that once we get flying tonight. See if that kind of is going to do anything for us. So let's go ahead and turn the batteries on. Avionics, we do get a little GPS. Brant's going to hate me for actually wanting to use the GPS, but I'm going to use it. I'm just going to use the map, though. I'm not going to use anything else. I'm not going to put a to or from or anything. I'm just going to have a little map just sitting there, you know, just in case. Give myself a little bit of backup here. I do need to tune the CTAF frequency for Cottonwood. The CTAF frequency at Cottonwood is, what are you, 122.7. We're going to do it the cheatsy doodle way. And my laundry's done. Perfect timing, chat. I was actually waiting for my laundry to get done, so let me go ahead and take care of that. Get the airplane started. Do my laundry. I'll be right back. chat, I'm back, and it looks like I'm still in time for the briefing, so we're good here. Very good, very good, very, very good. Yeah, this is beautiful, right? You got the Bush League logo, you got the Flying Club. Look in the inside, good fixins. Ready? Got my little cinnamon bun logo. Got the Flying Club logo. You got the Bush League logo, and then boom! Thanks for coming in today. That's the best part right there. Thought of everything, that guy. Zach is really good at what he does. How many of us we got on the ground right now? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 of us. Alright, that's not bad. Little Bush League. I'm sure there's still going to be a handful that connect in. We're all like bunched up together. We're like all like signed in the same spot, which is hilarious. Hive mind. Got a little bit of hive mind action there, chat. All thinking alike. Oh, we got the vent. There's a parking brake. So I've figured this airplane out a little bit, but not a whole lot, chat. So we are actually going to learn a lot about this airplane as the moves on here. We also got a little checklist. So we already started the engine, pre-flight, seatbelts, brakes, whatever, circuit breakers, radios. Blah, 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 blah. Not worried about any of that. I guess I should have my nav light on and beacon light on. All switches off, fuel valve on, master. Okay, so alright, so warm up. We need to throttle between 1800 and 2500. Alright, seatbelts are on, avionics are on, lights, and the area is clear. Taxi, we're not worried about. Alright, we'll do this real quick. We are going to go ahead and the fuel valve is on. Throttles, we're going to set to 3000. We'll do the mag check. Get that out of the way here. Left mag, we see a drop. We're good. We're back to both. Right mag, and we see a drop, and we're back to both. Engines pitch track, throttle idle, avionics good, flaps we're not worried about, and alright, we're good here. I like how they're like, not left rudder, it's right rudder as needed, not left rudder as needed. That's a funny little joke that they put in there on the takeoff normal checklist. Alright, so we're run up ready, and we are in the Downwindsim Discord, and we're just hanging out waiting for a quick little briefing that should be in about a couple minutes here. Listen to this thing purr. I think Bran is getting his stream going.
Hey, welcome
there we
everybody.
go.
I know you're probably getting ready to rock and roll and pre-flight and all that good stuff, but good to see y'all. Thanks for coming in, and I hope you guys have fun. I'm putting the bent airframe count at 2.5 today, so that's your over/under, gentlemen, and
okay.
Enjoy.
Alrighty.
We know the Airbus guy probably knows one over just taxiing out, but that's okay too.
Probably. I really got to try not to mess up this beautiful livery, though.
This is true.
Getty Monster! Feet in your face, you're just in time. We're about to taxi out for a Bush League adventure. Take a look at this livery, Kenny Monster. Look at this beauty. Zachary Bartig put this one out. That is... Look at the details, like the layers in like the mountains. Like the paint makes it almost look like it's layered. I mean, that's just remarkable. ELW, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you, Earl. Alright, let's go ahead and get moving here. We're going to taxi out. I'm not going to wait for these bozos. We'll have to very carefully navigate around. Actually, I should probably see what the weather is doing at Cottonwood.
Cottonwood
22013 goes
traffic,
20.
Romeo taxi to 14. Cottonwood.
220, yeah, 14 is going to be the closest. It's going to be a pretty significant crosswind, so we'll have to be careful with that takeoff. We're going to need that right rudder, because again, if we look at the checklist, not left rudder, right rudder. Rotate at 35 miles an hour. Doesn't take much to get this thing in the air.
Cottonwood traffic, Beaver 114 was Papa, taxiing to runway 14. Cottonwood.
Cottonwood traffic, Coyote 124 Mike Charlie will follow the Beaver. Get our head up here so we can see what we're doing. Follow the
Cottonwood
Beaver.
traffic, number 3, Romeo departing runway 14, left downwind departure to the northwest, Cottonwood.
Cottonwood traffic, 423 Charlie Lima. Taxiing to the active, Cottonwood.
So is it opposite rudder if you are on the lower hemisphere? I don't think that's how that works. The Beaver is model matched correctly. Nobody else really is, but the Beaver came through nicely.
Cottonwood traffic, Beaver 114 was Papa, departing runway 14, left downwind departure to the southwest. Cottonwood.
Look at that stiff crosswind from the right, chat. Look at him getting pushed. You can see him getting pushed by the crosswind. He's not compensating for that crosswind, chat. Come on, good fixins. You got to compensate. Get that rudder in there. Cottonwood traffic, Coyote 124 Mike Charlie, departing runway 14, left down departure to the northwest, Cottonwood. Alright, let's have some fun, chat. Ah! Or not. The hell? Whoever was behind me can go. For some reason, I already did nose it over trying to take off. That was interesting.
Oh no.
It's a quick one.
It's that extra weight from the paint livery scheme up on the nose.
I tried to get it up. I tried to get it up off the tail and it wouldn't come up, and then as soon as it came up with full aggression.
Boy, I'm a little worried about this plane. I haven't checked to see if there's an update, and I haven't flown it since SU-15, so I'm expecting maybe some quirks today, so maybe that's what you got hit by. I don't know.
Run it back. Run it back, chat. Get those crash emojis in the chat. That was already a whoopsie. Didn't take long at all. Try to do a little better on this departure.
Cottonwood traffic going forward with Papa. Clear the pattern, departing the area to the southwest. Last call,
423
Cottonwood.
Charlie Lima. Departing runway 14. VFR flight to the northwest.
Good thing is, apparently we didn't scuff it up. The beauty of the sim, chat. No scuff marks, no nothing. Ready to go like it never happened. And if Zach asked, it never happened. Huh, it's even got this supposed little camera. Little GoPro.
I'm not sure if that was somebody in our group that was queuing up, but all I heard was static. It could be that it was somebody from a long way away also.
Yeah, I don't think it was us. We're off to a rip-roaring start, chat. Alright, Coyote 124 my trolley. We're going to try again, departing off of runway 14. Let's try and do a little better this time,
Hotel
chat.
uniform, how do you read the radio?
Loud and clear.
It helps when you don't switch the microphone off.
That was a little better, chat. Up, up, and away. Now I gotta compensate for that crosswind. There's a little scenery contusion there that you can see. Thank you for shouting out Iowa Scotsman, Kenny Monster. He did give you and a bunch of other people gift subs last night. He was on a roll with that. Alright, we're clear left, turning left. Let's go ahead and make our downwind departure here. Common traffic, Coyote 124 my trolley is in the left crosswind, departing the area to the northwest.
I thought
Last
you were
call.
departing to the southwest. Who, me? Yeah, Brett, you said southwest.
Yeah, I gotta kind of divert a little west to get around these mountains.
Okay. I saw you in front of me for a second.
Yeah, the Virtue Safe Flying Club. A little on the wing strut is amazing too. Everything about this airplane, Zach really put a lot of thought into it. Little body of water in Arizona, you don't see that too often. Kidding. Sort of kidding. Alright, so if we want to go to our first point, which is Big Springs Ranch, we got to go about a 284 heading. So we're going to go to about a 284 on the old compass here. We're on our way. She is not a fast airplane, chat. We're only doing 70 miles an hour in the climb here. If we look at our checklist, climb checklist, full throttle, flaps up, engine, instruments, monitor, we want to be about 75 miles an hour, so actually a little slow, so we got to lower the nose a little bit. We got to do a little bit less of a climb. We want to be about 75, it appears, for the climb rate, for the climb speed here. So we'll pull the pitch back a little bit. Oh boy. Pro Streamer, PancakesMan81, thanks for correcting me there. I'm a pro streamer, chat. I'm as professional as they come. Give you guys a nice view of the livery here. Professional flight sim streamer, leaving the screen on the other monitor while he's showing off other things. Fantastic. Doesn't get any better than that, right? Yeah, Kenny Monster, look behind November 124 Mike Charlie in the interior here. Look at the little cinnamon bun. So there's nothing on the exterior, but he definitely got it on the interior. And look what he's also got on the interior. Thanks for coming in today. Got the Flying Club logo, got the Bush League logo. On the outside, you've got the Bush League logo on the nose, along with the Flying Club sticker on top. And again, look at the layers on the paint that make it look like it's got like layers of mountains. It's pretty impressive. I need to be a little bit more pointed this way, I think, to get to where I want to go. Alright, what's my I'm about at altitude that's going to be safe here, it looks like. So what's the cruise? Cruise adjust for 4,800 RPM. So right about there. And we monitor the engine instruments and adjust the trim tab. So, alright, we're going to monitor the instruments. So the instruments are looking good. We want to trim it out now. We're not really worried about our altitude because we're VFR. We're going to be treating it Bush League style tonight, so I'm not really going to be worried about the altitude. My goal is to just not crash. I already have one airframe count to my name on that terrible takeoff roll to start, so we're going to try to keep it clean from here on in. And we're probably not going to get much faster than about 90 miles an hour on this thing. We can barely see the lights of one of our fellow Bush Leaguers nice and down low over there. So our first airport that we're going to be stopping at is Big Springs Ranch. I'll try not to leave it on this screen this time, but Big Springs Ranch looks like we've got field elevation of 4421 and a 024 runway. Probably going to be 24 with the way the winds are. And I don't see anything special about the approach, so it's going to be a left downwind for runway 24 into Big Springs Ranch. Are you are you in the Class D with Prescott?
No, I'm at 10.5.
Oh well.
Go say hi.
Tell him he's in the wrong.
How about the MOAs? Are they active?
Yeah, I hope not, because I never, ever have.
No, if he's sending you to contact me, he's just confused because if you're not in airspace, he shouldn't be sending you to contact me.
Let us know what he says.
Unless you filed IFR instead of VFR. Well, you didn't file anything, so.
I didn't file anything.
I made a citizen's noise complaint.
Oh, I did leave it on the freaking sectional. I said I wasn't gonna do it, and then I did it. What in the world? And you guys are letting this happen, chat. Like, come on.
You sure? But little nav map shows you at 75. 76 now.
Ooh, Brett, are you not at the correct altitude? You busting the delta? Good fixins is busting the delta,
Hang on.
chat. Yeah, this thing is not fast at all, chat. We're gonna get a whole 90 miles an hour out of her.
Yeah, I meant the same thing that Coyote with the bush trike. It's just not fast.
Giving it about as much as this Rotax engine can give.
Cottonwood traffic,
The old-
Kodiak 816 is departing runway 14, will be straight out. Kodiak.
The old lawnmower engine, giving all she's got.
You and Trent Palmer love that Rotax.
Yeah, he was showing me at 7,400. My altimeter says 10.5.
VATSIM shows you at 7,500.
Yeah, so does VAT Prism.
You're bugged.
Are we staying at 22.7 or are we going to 22.8?
Always something with this beaver.
Well, what is the CTAF for Big Springs?
22.8, there is none.
Ooh.
22.9er otherwise, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Last time we flew down here, we just kind of all agreed that monitor 22.8, but we would just make our calls on 22.9 since we're pretty well no more than about 40 miles from the airport at any time. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing.
I'm at 122.9 then.
That's going to be for all of them, right? Yeah.
Big Springs traffic. Number 38 Romeo is about 6 miles to the southeast. We're going to enter left base for runway 24.
So Big Springs is going to be out here somewhere, chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going down here. We're going to start descending to the 5,500. 4,000 RPM for the descent. It's great that you have a little checklist. No. So there is no real CTAF for these airports, Kenny Monster. So I think if there is no frequency listed in real world, I think it just defaults to 22.9 actually in the real world. If there is literally nothing
Always
listed,
something with this Thranna beaver.
because there's just no listed for this airport. There is no real world CTAF frequency, and I think it defaults in the real world. I think it defaults, like Brand says, to 22.9. If that's the case.
Because
So if it was 122.8, if that was the real world CTAF, we would use that. But because there is no listed frequency for any of these fields that we're going to be going to, real world I think defaults to 22.9.
the altimeter setting itself.
Yeah, this is going back to like the early days of X-Plane 12 when it was first updated. I think you had to like load into a different plane, and then
So we're going to do our nice
load
descent
back
here.
into Beaver.
Get our little cheating map over here. So we've got to go to this airport right here where my little... So I'm going to cheat a little bit here. And we're going to eventually have to join a left downwind for runway 24.
Approximately 8 miles southeast. Intentions is a full stop landing with a left base approach for runway 26, Big Springs.
Yep, so our first stop is Big Springs, then we're going to go to YOLO Ranch. That is actually the name. Then we've got Yavpimata. And then we're going to finish off at Morton Air Park. You can see our little friends. I like how the map shows our little buddies out here too. You can kind of get an idea what they're doing. We can kind of see where we're going. A little bit of cheatsy doodling tonight. Like I said, we won't be making Brant proud tonight, but should stop at E51. E51. Where is E51? Baghdad. No, so we only have. I'm gonna stop at the airports that I listed because that's the scenery that we have. So we're really using Melvin's map, and these are the airports that we have the scenery for, that we're gonna be flying to. The ones with the yellow circles on them. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. But I see E51 out there. Hey guys, Streamlabs is bringing up that the second annual Virtue Say Flying Club Air Show is on Saturday, June 15th, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You're going to want to tune in for that on the Jeffrey B. Twitch channel. That's where we'll be broadcasting the Virtue Say Flying Club Air Show. Saturday, June 15th, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That is going to be the start time of the show. We look forward to having you guys watching the show. I know there's a handful of people in the chat that are performing, including myself. Right now, as it stands, we have 18 acts lined up, so 18 performances lined up for the show. So big, hefty show, probably going to last like a good 4.5 hours.
Traffic over Romeo on about a 2-mile final runway 24.
So hopefully you will be able to tune in to the twitch.tv/JeffreyB for that on June 15th. Again, I'll be kicking off that air show. I'm going to be the very first act. And the reason why I'm going first really is because my AirC's doing some weird things. Hold on, chat. The reason why I'm going first is because I am also going to be doing the Air Boss. So it just makes sense
Big Springs traffic.
for me to lead off the show and get it out of the way, kind of, sort of. But even today, Jeffrey pulled out some new surprises that he was able to show me since I was the test dummy. So we're going to have some great surprises for that air show, so you don't want to miss it. It's going to be... I don't know if anybody just saw the Abbotsford virtual air show that they do up in Abbotsford, Canada. VATCAN hosts that one. I think our show is going to be a lot better. I think we're going to have the better camera angles, we're going to have the better acts, we're going to have the better everything. We've got a bunch of surprises lined up, so I think it's going to be definitely one that you want to tune in for on the Jeffrey B channel on Saturday, June 15th. Pancakes Man 81, I appreciate the follow. Thank you for coming in today.
Big Springs traffic. 423 Charter Levi entering final. Big Springs.
Big Springs traffic, Coyote 124 Mike Charlie, about 5 miles from the field. Gonna be landing runway 24 at Big Springs. Everyone's kind of just doing a little straight in here, chat, so I guess we'll follow the herd.
I don't think I landed on the runway.
We gotta go find this thing first, though.
Pretty hard to see.
Yeah, I don't think I...
The runway is at 24, so the runway is going to be like more crossing this way since we're flying 270 heading right now. So we're at like a 45-ish degree, 30 degree-ish angle to it. We're in the wild, wild west, Kenny Monster. Uncontrolled fields, you can technically do what you want. But yeah, I will try and I think do a left downwind. The big thing is going to be me finding the field first. That's going to be the hard part. Everything after that is just a little bit of pilotage. A little, I should say a little pilot skill. As it were. I'm going to try not to crash this beautiful livery. I already did that once. We're going to try not to do it again. So 5,400. This is about traffic pattern altitude, so I'm going to try now to see if we can find the strip, which should be out here somewhere. I think it's going to be like, it's going to be somewhere, let's see. Got a couple of the rivers here. It's going to be like in between. I think it's going to be more like over this area, maybe. Maybe like right here, even? That might be it, right there. Right here, maybe?
Big Springs traffic, Ray Romeo's quickly departing runway 24 out to the west. Big Springs.
This thing is not fast.
Traffic Husky 81 Hotel uniform, left base to final for 24.
Yeah, I guess you guys can do landing rate predictions if you want. I got Volanta running. We see some people's lights over there. That might kind of be a cheatsy way of figuring out where the airport is. I'm gonna bet that the airport is over where we see where we see our friends' lights. So I'm gonna point that way and see if I can find it.
Golden hot.
Big Springs traffic 81 Hotel uniform is going around. Didn't see the runway on that pass.
Big Springs traffic, 423 Charter Lima, immediate departure, runway 26.
Blends in good.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Chad, I still really don't see it. It's gonna be along this river here, it looks like. Oh, is it right here? I'm an idiot. It's right here, I think. Yeah, okay. Big Springs traffic, Coyote, 4 Mike Charlie. We're going to call it a short final for runway 24 and a full stop, Big Springs. We'll just go ahead and glide it nice and tightly in. Right next to the road there, chat. You can almost mistake it for the road. Let's slip it in here. Alright, that's got to be it right next to the road there, right? Yeah, that looks like a runway to me. Huh. I got lucky on that one, chat, because I was not ready to find the ground, but the tail found it. That was a lucky landing. Yeah, this is a fairly long dirt strip here, and then I guess we can use the road as kind of like a taxi back. And there's a little, I guess that would be like the little hangar, as it were. So yeah, a little sneaky. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is where I'm supposed to be. At any rate, we had a landing here of minus 238. So Kenny Monster was closer on that one. He'll be happy to hear that when he comes back. Yeah, this has got to be it, right, chat?
Big Springs traffic, 81 Hotel Uniform, base to final for what I think is 24 Big Springs.
Big Springs traffic, Coyote 124 my Charlie is departing immediately to the east, Big Springs. So yeah, that's definitely it. Nice long dirt strip. Definitely blends into the surrounding area, that is for sure. Oh yeah, you can see, yeah, you can see that's the, that's where you, so yeah, this is the strip, and that's where you park the plane. Okay, very nice. Alright, so we're good. We found what we needed to find. Now we're going to go on to our next spot here, which is YOLO Ranch. So about a 243 heading will get us to YOLO Ranch. It's pretty much just runway heading out of here. About 23 miles to get to YOLO Ranch. Alright, so one down, a few more to go. Again, 238.
Yep, same old problem with the Beaver. I loaded into the 172 and hit the standard altimeter button, and it spun around about 100 times.
Minus 238, there you go.
That's frustrating. I'm glad you remembered how to do that, though, because I wonder if the last time I flew it, it was the same issue.
Yeah, that's what I've always done, is load into the 172 and just hit the standard altimeter, and it'll spin around a bunch, and then when you load back into the Beaver will be right.
I'm glad you remember that. I'll have to...
Big Springs traffic, 81 Hotel Uniform, departing eastbound Big Springs.
Alright, on to the next one. Like I said, now we are going from Big Springs chat to YOLO Ranch. So we're done with Big Springs. YOLO Ranch is at 5,950 feet, so we're actually going to need to climb because I'm only at 5,500. So I'll get that climb started. We got another 4,000 foot gravel strip this time, 1432, both left traffic. Climb on up. You did win, Kenny Monster. You were the closest of the two guesses. I landed 238. You guessed your typical 173. 4,000 foot gravel. But yeah, that's plenty of room for this baby right here. God, I love the little layered in the mountains on the livery. When it hits the sun just right, oh man. Oh. Oh. Sorry for the noises, chat. This thing is a little bit of a rattler. You can hear just a subtle little rattle in like this sim noise. It's very... Again, I don't remember if I paid $15 or $20 for this thing, but whatever it was, it's a pretty damn good little plane here. Cruise at 6,500 feet for now as we continue on our about 240 heading to get to our next spot, which is YOLO Ranch. Thank you.
Yellow Ranch traffic, 423 Charlie Lima, approximately 10 miles east. Intentions is going to be to overfly the field and join a left-hand downwind approach for runway 34, Yellow Ranch.
I believe he means runway 32, chat. It sounds like he's going for runway 32. Wonder if it's YOLO Ranch because it's tough so you only land once. I hope that's not the case. I sure hope that's not the case. I don't even know where you look to see the gas level in this thing. Oh, I guess over here. Oh, over here. Okay. How much we're burning a lot of gasoline. Yeah, we're gonna need to top off when we land over at a YOLO Ranch. This thing burns gas quick. We started out all the way full and we're already down halfway here. She only holds 18 gallons, so it's not like she can hold a lot of gas. So she definitely needs some refueling from time to time. She's not built for distance. And actually, now that I think about it, after I crashed, when I had to reset the sim, I probably didn't fill it up to a full tank. So that might be another reason. So we'll make sure we top it off when we get to YOLO Ranch. Ike 444, exactly. Yeah, that's what we should have done. Thanks for coming in today. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I realize now that I didn't re-top it off after I had that debacle on the takeoff out of Cottonwood. So that's probably actually the reason, is that I probably only started out once I restarted with a half tank instead of a full tank. But we'll top it off on the ground at YOLO Ranch.
Park traffic, Kodiak 816 is just north of the area, 4,400. We're going to overfly looking for the field, Morton Airport.
So Brant went the other way from everyone. He was the, actually, I think Good Fixins went the other way too. So there's 4 of us going counterclockwise, and then it looks like Good Fixins and Brant are going clockwise for this route tonight.
Fly at 3,500 into a left-hand pattern, runway 13, Morton Airport.
And that's why you're hearing him calling out Morton. Morton is going to be our final stop. We've got YOLO Ranch, then Yapimata, and then Morton. Getting a little terrainy up ahead here.
Kodiak is, we're adjusting. We're going to be overflying the field, entering left-hand, downwind runway 27, Morton Airport.
You see, I'm like steadily climbing because I'm not really sure how the airport and the terrain are going to match up here when we get over to YOLO Ranch.
And Morton Airport, Kodiak, one more change. We're going to enter left downwind runway 13, Morton.
Brant's having some indecision over at Morton. Buddy. Not ATC. One of my VATSIM friends is messaging me on private chat on vPilot.
Morton Airport, Kodiak 816, left downwind 13, Morton.
Yellow traffic, 423 Charter Lima, entering midfield cross, left-hand downwind approach for runway 34, YOLO Ranch.
Alright, we're getting semi-close here now to YOLO Ranch, so we're going to have to start finding the airport here and making some decisions. Sounds like they're using runway 32, so we'll probably have to enter... This time we will probably have to overfly the field and join the left downwind for 32. And we said that the field is at, field elevation is 5950, so we want to get up there a little bit more. 6,000. We'll go 7,500 overfly the field. 7,500 overfly, and then we'll get down to the 7,000 for traffic pattern altitude.
Morton
in
traffic,
left downwind.
Kodiak 816, left base 13, Morton Airport.
Give it some more juice here to get up to
YOLO Ranch
7,500.
traffic, number 38 Romeo, about 2 miles to the east of the field. We'll be overflying the field at 7,500, entering a left downwind, runway 32, YOLO Ranch.
Yellow Ranch traffic, 423 Charter Lima, entering final, runway 34, Yellow Ranch.
Morton Airport traffic, Kodiak 816, final 13, Morton.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need more gasolina when we get down to YOLO.
YOLO Ranch traffic, 81 Hotel Uniform 10 10 miles to the east, we'll be overflying left traffic for 3-4. Looks like I'll be number 4 into the field, Yellow Ranch.
Yellow Ranch traffic, Coyote 124, my trolley, about the same area, same intentions. YOLO. YOLO. Is it gonna be you only live once or you only land once, chat? I guess we'll find out.
Yellow Ranch traffic, 3 Romeo's over the field at 7500, entering a left downwind, 32 Yellow Ranch.
Yeah, I think high rep for Morton, if you get down here, it looks like runway 27 is the better wind right now.
Thank you. I like how Kenny Monster puts up the poll asking, will it be you only live once or you only land once? I guess you guys can decide for yourselves.
Yellow Ranch traffic, 3 Romeo, short final, 32 Yellow Ranch.
So you can see them lining up on 3-2 over here. So at least, again, we got our friends to kind of cheatsy doodle us into finding the right spot. Now we just have to get lined up with the runway after we overfly. I get by with a little help from my French, chat. It would appear that the rest of my chat has some faith in me, Kenny Monster. I'm gonna have to put it in my notes that you do not have faith in me. We'll see soon enough if that faith is well placed in the rest of the chat or not, or if Kenny Monster is going to reign supreme. Alright, where is the strip? That's the next question. I mean, I think it's like right across our face here, because we're almost like 80 degrees to it, so I think it's like starts over here and then, yeah, that's probably where it is. We'll get a little closer to be sure. Yellow Ranch traffic, Coyote 124, my Charlie, about 2 miles from the field to overfly, find it, and then join the left downwind for 3-2. YOLO. Ah, 50-50. Let's see what happens.
Yellow Ranch traffic, 81 Hotel uniform, about 2 miles behind, and we'll follow you in.
I don't think this is actually the strip, chat. I think it might be over here. I might have been wrong. Or is it this? It's this. I see it. We're right here. Okay, there's a plane down there. There's the strip. And we need to go and make a left downwind for 3-2. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. And we can see our buddies down there.
Partner Park traffic, Kodiak 816 is backtracking 27 to Morton.
Yellow Ranch traffic. Coyote 124 my Charlie is over top the field, joining left downwind, runway 32. YOLO.
Morton Airport traffic, radio check.
5 at 5. Yellow Ranch traffic, Coyote 124 my Charlie, left downwind, 32. Alright, here we go, chat. Let's see. Let's see if I'm landing once or living
Is, departing runway
once, but for a
27
long
will be
time.
A straight out departure, Morton Airport. Correction, we'll be left-hand pattern and then departing the area northbound, Morton.
Yellow Ranch traffic, Coyote 124 my Charlie, base to short final, runway 32. Yellow Ranch.
Yellow Ranch traffic 81 Hotel uniform flying over the field, left traffic 432 Yellow Ranch.
There she blows. Oh, the wind is pushing us. Look at this. Wow. I can see the shadow of the airplane flying over. Do you guys see that? Oh, they got the fuel drums ready. Perfect. We're going to need the fuel. Oh, a little bouncy bounce. That's all right. That's what the big old bush tires are for.
Where you go?
Morton traffic, Kodiak 816 is turning left crosswind 27.
That's what the big bouncy bush tires are for,
Yellow Ranch
chat.
traffic 81 Hotel uniform left base to final 32 Yellow Ranch.
Yellow Ranch traffic for my Charlie is clear of the runway Yellow Ranch. Let's go over to the fuel drums here and get some gas. That's what the big bush tires are for. Did we touch the wing? We might have touched the wing. I don't have replay, so we're never going to truly know, chat. So we're going to pretend that we didn't.
Morton Airport, Kodiak 816 is...
Minus 344 on the landing rate. Yeah, it's a bit of a firm landing rate. We're carved out of the Juniper Mountains. Oh, I forgot to read the sign at the other airport, I realized, so that's okay. Alright, we'd like some gasolina, please, sir. You're just standing there. He's only half... Oh, look at that. He's only half paying attention to what he's doing. We're gonna hot fuel, chat. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell the feds we did this. There you go, full tank.
Morton traffic, Kodiak 816 is climbing through 4,500. We are turning left base 27, but we'll be departing the area northbound, Morton.
Alright. Next leg, chat, we gotta fly a little bit to the southeast now. We gotta do about a 130.
Uniform back taxiing.
Another 23 miles, and we're gonna go to Yapimata. Yapimata, or however you say it. That's gonna be our next stop. So let's go ahead and... Yellow Ranch traffic, Coyote 124 my Charlie, we're gonna back taxi runway 32 for departure. Left downwind to the southeast. Yellow Ranch. Listen, I don't think my wing touched. I think we're fine. The plane's still kicking.
Ranch 81 Hotel Uniform, clear of the active.
I think we're fine. Got our all fueled up. We're ready to go. Yellow Ranch traffic. Coyote 4 Mike Charlie's departing 3-2 left downwind departure. YOLO. Where are you going, airplane? There you go. Doesn't seem to want to get off the ground all of a sudden. Okay. Now you only land once was the correct answer. Let's go, and I don't know why I wasn't taking off. I had it full throttle. I don't know if my brakes were locked up or what. This is, the only thing about this Coyote is it's a little bit hard to take off. A little bit hard to get off the ground sometimes. Like, the rudder pedals don't act the way that they should from time to time. I gotta go figure out what's the identifier for, YOLO is 33AZ. So we gotta go back there and load back up and swallow our pride. Oh, there is nowhere to line up on the. It's literally there's no starting point. That's not great. We have to kind of spawn on the runway, which kind of sucks, but that's the only thing it's given us, so we'll do it. God help all of us. This Coyote does not handle well on the ground. Some of these departure rolls have been a little wonky. Well, it's definitely should be 1,000 to 0 in the wing that I'm on fire now, especially after that takeoff roll. What we're gonna do, Chad, is we're gonna get in the air and then reconnect. This way we're not in anybody's way. So we'll take off here first, and then we'll reconnect to the network. This way we're not going to be in anybody's way.
Alright, so there's my question. If it's a westbound departure and you want to take off north, but traffic is left-hand traffic, I flew the circuit to get out of there, but can you just fly straight out until you're kind of clear of the airspace and then turn?
Sure, uncontrolled field, you can do whatever you want.
Alright, roger that.
Alright, we'll reconnect now, chat. Should be out of everybody's way.
Form left-hand departure to the southeast, Yellow Ranch.
Oh, there's one of our guys right there, so we'll tuck him behind.
Yellow Ranch, departing runway 34.
I mean, I don't know what happened on that takeoff roll. Some of these the takeoff in this thing is not great. Like, I feel like my rudder pedals do absolutely nothing on the takeoff roll on this thing. That's something I'm gonna have to kind of figure out. But that's more of a simism, I think, than a meism. I would like to hope, at least. So we'll have to play with that and eventually figure it out. But we're gonna hide that airframe from the airframe count. I don't think that's fair. I was doing everything in my power to get that thing to turn right, and it kept drifting left. So we're gonna call that a simism, and we're gonna move on with our lives. So about $130 heading, and about this way is where we need to be. to get down to Yapimata. And I think at 7,500 feet we should be plenty clear of all the terrain. So I'm going to go for 7,500 feet. As I climb well above 7,500 feet while I was looking at my other monitor. So we'll casually descend now to 7,500 feet and pretend like that didn't happen. That's what happens when you fly distracted, chat. I guess that's one way to look at it. These Bush League flights really get me. And I also have never flown a tailwheel airplane in my entire life in the real world. Never flown one. Don't have the certification. Nothing. So, I'm definitely not good at the tailwheel stuff in the sim. Maybe if I flew it in real life, I would be better in the sim. I don't know. I feel like the sim, especially Microsoft Flight Sim, can be hella sensitive with that. But I've never flown a tailwheel before in real life, so couldn't tell you one way or the other. Do not have that endorsement. All I can tell you is that this wind is going to probably make us very, very slow on the ground speed going to our next stop here of Yapimata. Barely doing 80 miles an hour. Doesn't want to trim out for me right now either. I'm messing with the trim probably a little too much.
Yapimata traffic. Coyote Cape 16, 5 miles south of the field. We're going to enter left hand. Downwind runway 20, Yapimata.
This is where we're going to crisscross with Brant, since he's going clockwise. See, out of nowhere, we just lost altitude there. You see that, chat? We didn't really change anything. All of a sudden, it just dumped us. So I think we're definitely dealing with some pretty strong winds. This thing, not exactly very heavy, so it probably gets tossed around pretty good in the wind.
Yapay traffic, Kodiak 816 left base 20, Yapay Bata.
Oh, I got one of our buddies off our right. We can just barely see him, Chad, if you look at my mouse. You can see him circling him. Pacing him. Somehow, in our tiny, slow little thing.
Yapay Bata traffic, Kodiak 816 left base 20.
Well, he's in a Husky, so I guess he really wouldn't be much faster than we are.
Yapay Bata traffic, Kodiak 816 turning final 20, Yapay Bata.
Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't tested the autopilot in this thing yet, chat, so why don't we try that? Let's go. Autopilot on. Oh, and it even gives you like a little, alright, so autopilot. And we'll do level and altitude. Oh, look at that! Kind of covers up the thanks for coming in today. But it does... not appear to work very well for the altitude, though. And the altitude won't disconnect. Do I have to disconnect the autopilot to disconnect the altitude? What the heck? The altitude appears to be bugged. That's not going to help us at all. You can't get the altitude to go away. Uh-oh. Alright, well.
Yapay Bata traffic.
Back to no autopilot.
Backtrack on 20, Yapay.
So much for that. So much for that. Oh, I'm a little too fast here on the RPM. Cooking it a little bit here. Getting a little excited with the thrust. Yapay Mata traffic, Coyote 124 Mike Charlie. We'll call it 5 to 10 miles from the field. Coming in from the north. Gonna overfly and plan let down for 20. Yapay Mata.
Yapay Mata traffic 81 Hotel uniforms about 6 miles to the north.
What did we say? Yapay Mata is at 4366. 43, so 53, 5,400 feet. So we can probably go all the way down to like 6,000.
Yapay
So
Mata number 3 in line.
start getting nose down and start descending here.
Landing on runway 22. Yapay Mata.
Yapay traffic, Kodiak 816 departing 20, Yapay.
So yeah, we can definitely burn a little altitude here. If you guys want to start making some landing rate guesses again in the chat, we can do that for this landing. Try and do a little bit better than the 3 whatever it was of the last one. But yeah, we got the big bushy tires, so kind of accept what we get in terms of that. Plenty of get plenty of leeway on that.
South Bay Matah traffic, Kodiak 816 climbing through 5,100, departing the area to the northwest. South Bay Matah.
Just be careful, Brandon. You got 3 of us coming at you from the north here at about 6,000.
Roger, we're looking. Yape Kodiak is climbing 5,700 on a 310 heading.
A1 Hotel Uniform, we got the Kodiak in sight, pass to our right, no factor.
So we got the airstrip is right here, it looks like, chat. Right in there. So we'll overfly and we'll join the left downwind. Is that it? Actually, not quite sure, actually. Let's see. Maybe not. There's a road there. I don't see it.
Yape Matah traffic, 81 Hotel Uniform, off the end of the runway, overflying, entering a left pattern for 20. Yape Matah.
I don't see him or the runway.
Yape Matah traffic, 81 Hotel Uniform, left downwind.
Is that it?
20. Yape Matah.
Is that the whole thing? Is this the runway right there? That might be it. Oh, that's gonna be tricky if that's the whole thing. How big is this runway? 2,900 feet. There's no way it's just that. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Oh, that's the runway. Jeez. Right there, chat. Found it. Yape Matah traffic. Coyote for my trolley is over, flying the field. We got the looks like the Kodiak traffic in sight, or the the Husky traffic in sight in front of us here. Actually, no, we're number 3 now. I'm following 3rd in line here, guys.
And Yape Matah traffic, Husky is left base to final 20, Yape Matah.
Number 2 in line. Number 22, runway 22.
That was a tough one to find. Got payment shot traffic. Kodiak 124 my Charlie is in the downwind number 3. Yeah, payment shot. Oh, and even still, I'm like turning into it versus being in the downwind.
423 Charlie Lima. Turning left base to final.
Alright, we see our traffic turning base up
Yeah,
there,
okay,
so
great.
that's good.
Yeah, Pima traffic, Husky 81 Hotel uniform clear of the active.
Outpayment time traffic 124 my Charlie's left base to final for runway 20.
Yeah, but the Mate traffic, 423 Charlie Lima is clear of the runway.
Runway's ours. Let's see what I can do this time. Looks like it goes slightly uphill. Oh, there's one bounce. There's 2 bounces. And 2 bounces. 3 landings. This thing is a little squirrely on the ground, chat.
Yellow Ranch traffic. Coyote 16 is about 4 to the south, inbound 7,000. Looking for the field.
Got payment top for me. Apparently I hit something in the scenery that I didn't like. Clear the runway. I am confused on that one, chat. I don't think I hit anything. That was a scenery thing.
Downwindsim did not put collidables in there, just for the record.
I hit something because the airplane didn't like it. I was definitely not close to those trees. What's the identifier for Yape Mata, chat? Let's see. 16 AZ.
Yeah, you abruptly stopped in mine too. But I don't see anything over there in the simulator.
Yavpay. Uh-oh. Mata. Might not be able to find. What is it listed? Let's see what it's listed in the old community folder here. Desktop community folder. Downwindsim, Yape, Mata. Where are you? I don't see it. Uh-oh. Maybe that was... Maybe it's got a different name. Circle J.
That's strange.
Maybe
I still don't
it
hear
is
you on Unicom.
3, 2, 1. That might just be
That
it,
is weird.
maybe?
I'm glad you made that radio call though, because you and I might have met in the middle there.
I guess that's just it. Alright, so... Oh, okay. Here we go. There's a little...
I just had a CTD, so it's all yours.
They must have renamed this airport, chat. Someone just had a crash desktop. Sound like good fixins. I'm sorry, man.
X-plane midfoil error.
Uh-oh. Everyone's having problems tonight. Not just me this time. Once again, we're not going to reconnect until we get airborne. I don't want to screw anyone over here. Actually, no, we're in a parking spot, so we can do with this, so we can connect. Okay. Alright, we're reconnected. I do want to see what the sign says. So, I'm going to go into a showcase cam real quick. Get the drone going. So, Yape Mata, sometimes called quarter circle J landing strip. Okay, see, that's why we're having a time. That's what it was listed as in MSFS. You can see someone take... Ooh, look at that. Nice. So we got someone... Oh, that's... he's calling the ambulance for when we crashed out. You can see he's got his little cell phone going. He's calling the ambulance for that little crash we had. Calling in the spare plane that we just picked up. That's what he was doing. He's our spare plane guy. That's who he actually is. All right, cool, cool. All right. All right, we got to try to not die for one more leg, chat. We got one more leg. We got to go 30 miles to the south to Morton Air Park, which is 23 AZ, and we got to try to not die for those 30 miles. So let's see if we can get this done. We'll back taxi here.
FP Mata traffic 81 Hotel uniform taking off 20 departing eastbound FP Mata.
We don't want to get in the way of him departing, so we'll stop right here. I don't want to go left because we're going to hit that spot that I hit before, so let's get out of his way. Alright, so we're back out of the way now. There he is. Yape Mata traffic, Coyote 4 Mike Charlie back taxi, runway 20, Yape Mata. Alright, disaster averted. Look at this thing wobble down this dirt strip. We're not gonna need the whole thing here, so we'll square it up here. Yape Matra traffic, Coyote 124 Charlie is departing 20 to the south. Yape Matra. Alright, let's do it. That was a much smoother takeoff that time. Alright, we need to go due south, chat. About a 180 heading. Go find Morton. We're gonna need to climb to at least 7,500 feet to be at the min safe altitude. Last leg of the night. Both of our friends are going due eastbound, so they might be going back to Cottonwood, but we're going to go ahead and go on south to Morton. So we're all on our own for this one. Alright, so Morton to Air Park, 2,455 feet. We've got a 1-3 and a 3-1, it looks like. And a 1735 and a 927. We got a bunch of different runways, all sorts of crossing runways here. Holy moly. So we'll take a look and see what we want to do when we get there. Smorgasbord of runways at Morton. Well, I forgot to put the fuel in, but we should have enough gas to get there. Actually, we're gonna cheat just a little bit, make sure we have enough gas to get there. Nobody saw that. Actually, now that the airplane is reset, I wonder if we can get the autopilot to work. Let's give it a shot. We're going to go autopilot level. And then I guess we'll try and just trim it out. We're not going to hit that altitude button because that really screwed us over last time.
Yellow Ranch traffic. Kodiak 816 is intersection departure 14. Will be eastbound VFR. Yellow.
Hello. I guess this will kind of help us to keep wings level, and then we can kind of just worry about the altitude on our own. It's definitely not the best working autopilot, but it definitely helps keep the airplane a little bit more stable, at least, which helps. Perfect? No. Does it help? Yes. Keep the juice up too on this last leg.
Yellow Ranch traffic, Kodiak 816, we're returning.
Pretty stable right here, I would say.
Extended left base 14, YOLO.
Can I close out the prediction so I can start another one? I don't even know how you do these things, to be honest, man. Alright, so delete. Okay, these should be good now. I think you should be good now. Ah! Also, you're better off using the polls and not the predictions. I think I've turned off the channel points.
Yellow Ranch traffic, Kodiak 816 is turning final 14, YOLO.
So definitely use predictions use polls, excuse me, and not predictions, because I turned off the channel points. Just wasn't really what I was looking for. Or at least, if I haven't already turned off the channel points, I plan to. Okay. That's something that I am going to be changing soon. Oh, okay, yeah. So after this stream, I'm going to be turning off, because my channel points are pretty useless. There's not really anything you can do with them, so I'm going to turn them off after this stream. So it'll be polls in the future instead of predictions.
Hey, Yellow Ranch Kodiak is going missed. 1-4, yellow.
I appreciate you being here, man. As always, Kenny Monster. Appreciate the help you do with modding the channel as well. It's always a pleasure. Alright, so this strip's got to be out here somewhere, and we got to get all the way down to like 2,000 feet. So the autopilot's going to go ahead and come off.
Yellow Ranch.
And we're going to start a descent now.
Across to downwind.
To get down, and we're going to kind of go down in this little valley here in the descent. Get down nice and low and start getting down. To our final destination of the evening. Get nice and down into this valley. Gonna go as fast as this plane can go, pretty much here.
Kodiak 816, left base 14, yellow.
Yeah, we gotta get all the way down to like 3,200 feet for the trap pattern altitude of this next field. So we've got a ways to go down, so we'll just do a nice little shoot down the valley here. Push it to the limit. Just fly right over this guy's house right here. Look at that.
Final 1-4, Yellow Ranch.
Getting warmer. Getting nice and low in the valley here. Sim is starting to lag a little, as it does. Oh yeah, we're definitely below the mountaintops now. Time to be careful. Now we're really feeling like a little bush flying right now. Give it the juice.
Yellow Ranch traffic. Quebec 816 departing 1-4, yellow.
Morton traffic, Coyote, 4-mile Charlie, about 5 miles to the north, overfly the field to figure out what runway we're going to be using here. And
Traffic.
Dane Flats. My good friend Dane, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone that was watching the magnificent Dane Flats. Thank you for joining us. We're actually just coming into our last little approach here into Morton Air Park out in Arizona. It's been part of the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In Series number 56. I want you guys that are coming in from Dane Flats to take a look at this livery. ZachB, one of the admin of the flying club, custom made this livery for the Coyote for me. And I want you to just admire how beautiful this livery is. Because that is spectacular stuff. And it's even got some goodies on the inside here, as you can see as well. And it's even got my little thanks for coming in today on the dash. He thought of everything. So it's just an amazing custom livery that I had made for me by Zach Bartig. So thank you, Zach. I don't think he's in the channel right now, but I appreciate his work. And like I said, we are about 5 miles out from Morton Air Park, which is our last stop in the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In Series number 56. And I think we've got, let's see, do I see this field yet or not? I haven't spotted it yet. It's out in front of me somewhere, but I haven't identified it just yet. So we'll keep searching until we find it. I'm going to do one more little walkthrough of this livery also, by the way, once we get on the ground, to show it off before we call it good for the evening. And then I can't stay on too much later anyway because I got to wake up. I'm playing hockey tomorrow morning, chat. I got to wake up not too early. I got to wake up at 8 a.m. Session starts at 9:30. The rink is like 5 minutes from my apartment, so that helps. Have not been able to spot this airstrip yet. There's actually 3 dirt runways at all different angles, but I haven't been able to find. I mean, this might be it up here. This kind of looks like it might be it up here. Get the Downwindsim binos out to help us identify that. Sure enough, that should be it. Looks like a couple of different strips right out there. Yeah, right? Or am I seeing things? We'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Maybe not. Maybe that's not it. Alright, we'll keep searching. Maybe this is it up here? This might be it up here, actually. Find out soon enough. November 8033 Foxtrot, hello, sir. Thank you for stopping by again, Michael. Another great streamer on Twitch. Of course, Dane Flats is one of the best. One of the best flight sim streamers out there. So if you're not already following him, make sure you do so. Proud to be a benefactor of the Dane Flats channel. I cannot find this thing for the... It's got to be up here now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be these little strips right here, but I'm still not 100% convinced. I don't think I'm going to be convinced until I'm right on top of it, chat. And there's nobody else out here. I think Brant's still over landing, but he's up there. Everyone else went bugged out, so it's just us. So we got the airport to ourselves, so we can kind of do what we need to do, find it and land. The wind has been coming mostly out of the, like a 220, so mostly out of the west-southwest. So we'll keep that in mind when we decide to pick a runway here. Because there are 3 different ones to choose from. We could use 3.1, we could use 3.5, but most likely we're going to use 2.7. Which is actually the shortest of the 3. So I think it's up here, right? So I see one little strip right here. That definitely could be it. There's another one going out that way. So yeah, this is definitely the field. But now we need to identify the runways, since there are 3 of them. So I've got 1, 2, and I think this is the 3rd little guy right here. And based off of my heading, I'm flying pretty much due south. So we want to land to the west. And we want to make a left. So actually, we can just join the left downwind to whatever runway this is. Morton traffic. Coyote 124 Mike Charlie is call it left downwind for runway 27 Morton. I'm not entirely convinced that was looking at the right runways there, but we're gonna land on one of these runways. We're gonna just turn back and we're gonna land. Maybe I'm over. So if I want to land west, I'm facing north. So actually, I should be doing a right downwind in that case. Let's go and run it back. We're just gonna call it final at this point. There's nobody around here. We're just gonna wild west it, chat.
By the way, Kodiak 816, what band there?
Oh, I'm good for 2, so you were over the prediction tonight.
Yep. You know, I had to try to help out as best I could.
So I think we're kind of, sort of in the downwind for the 27 runway. I'm not entirely convinced that I know where I'm going, Chad. But we're gonna just kind of pick. We gotta pick a runway. So we're just gonna go ahead, and I see the long runway here. So we're gonna take the longer runway now, and we're kind of like in a weird modified. The wind is really pushing us. We're in like a weird little downwind for this longer runway right here. So we'll take that one, whatever one it's gonna be. No DG. The old compass is guiding us on our way here. Cut it in, see what we see. This has got to be runway 27 right this way, right? Yeah, Morton traffic, Coyote 124 Mike Charlie is on final for runway 27, full stop. Morton. This is runway 27. So we ended up getting the correct runway after all, I think, chat. Imagine that. Somehow it always worked out. Get the flaps fully out. Get it slowed down about 40-ish miles an hour. That was probably our best landing of the night, too.
Big Springs traffic.
Which is good. We needed a good one.
Overflying the area right
After
now,
wrecking out a couple times. I needed a good one to get my confidence back. That was definitely a confidence-building landing right there. See what the sign says. The Bush League sign says, pick a runway, any runway. That's funny, since there are 3 runways to land at this airport. I think that's a hilarious sign. So whoever came up with that one is great. We're going to just go park up over next to this building. And we'll take a look through this livery one more time, and we'll call it good. I did not bounce. No bounces. So everyone in the prediction was wrong, probably. Let's see. What did you say the prediction was? Manage prediction. Yeah, there was no bounces. So end submissions. So nobody won it because nobody guessed right. So we're gonna go ahead and set the parking brake, and we'll kill the airplane. It's a simple on and off because it's a Rotax engine. There's no mixture. So it'll just turn it off like a car. And that's it. That's all she wrote. And we can hop on out. Alright, let's real quick, we're going to again showcase this beautiful livery that Zach made for us. So we've got the front here, you got the Bush League Backcountry Flying Series logo. You've got the Virtue USA Flying Club alternate logo on the nose. You also, if you look at the wing struts, we go back inside, if you look at the wing struts, it says Virtue USA Flying Club on the wing struts, which is pretty cool. He put my little cinnamon bun logo right behind the registration. You've got the alternate logo here. Thanks for coming in today. My little catchphrase, which I stole that catchphrase, by the way, chat. One of my captains that I flew with at the charter company used to say it all the time. I kind of stole that from him, so I'm not afraid to admit that, but I've kind of taken it as my own now. Got the Bush League logo in the dash again, and then my favorite part of this livery is look how it looks like almost 3D with like the mountains on the tail. The way it's designed, it almost makes it look like they're popping out at you, like there's different levels of the mountains. I think that's just fucking phenomenal. I didn't even know you could do that on something like this. So that's just cool. So yeah, on a whole, just awesome livery. So very nicely done. And yeah, that concludes our Bush League adventure for the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed. The sun's just starting to set out here in Arizona, so it's a good time to call it quits at Morton Air Park. So let's go ahead and see who we can raid next. And show you, is Brant still out here in the bush, chat? So we're gonna go ahead and raid the Melvin Leroy channel, so you guys can get a little bit, even just a little bit more bush action this evening. So let's go ahead, Mr. Leroy. There he is. That's not what I asked for at all, computer. This is what I asked for. There we go. We'll start the raid. One more look at this beautiful livery, chat. One more look before we go. Alright, let's go ahead and hand you over to Melvin Leroy. He's the one that was hosting tonight's Bush League Backcountry Flying. Go say hello for me. If you're not already following him, make sure you do so. Thank you guys for coming in today. Saturday, June 15th, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, second annual Virtual USA Flying Club Air Show on the ZachB channel. I should probably talk about that one more time. Streamlabs brought it up if you scroll up a little bit in the chat. But I'll pull up the image, actually. I know I keep putting off this raid, but one more thing. I do want as many people as possible to be watching the live broadcast of the second annual Virtual USA Flying Club Air Show. Again, it's going to be on twitch.tv/JeffreyB. So if you don't already follow JeffreyB, make sure to go to that Twitch channel, follow him, be there Saturday, June 15th, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time start. We'll see you there for the air show. Go say hello to Brant. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for coming in today.
They are. They're nice, and he's been a great dog. We inherited him